In this video, we are going to see how to create Google Contacts from Wix, which is a cloud-based website builder. So here my objective is that every time a contact is created in Wix, then automatically the same contact should be created in my Google Contacts. How can that be done? For this, I will be integrating the two applications using Pabbly Connect. Here, my trigger application will be Wix and my action application will be Google Contacts. Now, how can you do this yourself? Integrate and automate this entire process. To understand that, let me take you to my screen. To begin with the process, we are first going to type the URL pabbly.com/connect, and as we do that, here we have reached the landing page. On the right hand side, we have the options to sign up or sign in. So since I'm an existing user, I'm going to click on sign in. And as I do that, here we have reached all applications page. So these are the various products of Pabbly, and here I'm going to click on access now for Pabbly Connect. As I do that, here we have reached the dashboard. On the right hand side, there's a tab create workflow. Let's click on this and a dialog box has appeared which is asking us to name this workflow. Now, what is my objective here? That every time there is a user created in Wix, a contact is created in Wix, then I want the same contact to be added to my Google Contacts. So I'm going to name it as create Google Contacts from Wix. Let's click on create. So as we do that, here we have reached another window which has got two extremely important events. One here is trigger, another one is action. Now triggers and actions are basically those two principles or concepts on which this entire automation works. Trigger is when this happens, action says do this. So action here is the response of your trigger application. Now as per this integration, my trigger application here will be Wix. Let's click on this. And the trigger event, so this is the event that is going to make this workflow run, and here it would be configure webhooks. Now here you can see that we have received a webhook URL which is going to act as a bridge for connecting Wix and Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to copy this, and now we have to follow the following help desk. This is absolutely important, and also this guide has been given, so you can always open this so that you can be directed on how you have to do. So I'm going to go here, and now here it is written log into the Wix Developer Center, which is this. So I'm going to copy this and open this in a new tab over here. So yeah, once done, let's click on start now. Okay, so first of all we have to create a new app. So here you can see that a new app has been created. Let me name it as dummy new app. Okay, now once this is done, here we have to go to permissions. So this on the left hand side we have permissions option. So I'm going to click on this. So here we have to provide the permissions. So I'm going to click on add permissions. Now what is the category? So here I'm going to go down, and here we have contacts and members. So I'm going to again take you down, and here I'm going to select this manage members and contacts. Now I'm going to click on save. Okay, so once I have given the permission here, so I'm going to take you to test your app, go to app market, test app, and then we have to here add to site. So here we can see that it is all done. Now I'm going to click on agree and add. So this you can see dummy new app was successfully added. Now I'm going to take you back to the developers page, and here we have the option of webhooks. Let's click on this. And here it is written add your first webhook. So I'm going to click on add webhook. And here we have to first select the API category. So here it would be contacts and members. Now within this, since I'm creating a contact, so I'm going to go down, click on contact created, and this webhook that we had just received, I'm going to copy this, and here I'm going to paste the same. So once done, let's click on save. And you can see that the changes have been saved. So once this is done, now I'm going to take you back to Pabbly Connect. So after following this entire procedure, here it is saying that do a test submission so that the data can be recorded here in the webhook response. Now to do this, I'm going to take you to wix.com, and here as I take you down, we have the options for contacts. Let's go to contacts. And now I'm going to create a new contact. So let's click on this create contact tab. What is the first name here? It is dummy. Then what is the last name here? User345. Then the email address here is dummyuser345@pabblytudes.com. Here we have to select the pin code So I'm going to go down. This here is the phone number. Okay, now the address. So here I'm going to select random street, random city. And now what is the label? So this is a contact. And then I'm going to assign this to myself. And now I'm going to click on save. So you can see here the contact was successfully created. Now let's go back to Pabbly Connect, and you can see that here we have received the API response. So this here is the slug which is created, and as I take you down, here we have the first name, the last name. This here is the complete name. Then again, as I take you down, this here is the email address and the phone number. Now once I have received this information, what is my objective? So here my objective is to now create a Google contact. So I'm going to add another action step here, and this time the application here will be Google Contacts. So here it is, and the action event here would be to create contact. Let's click on connect. So as we do that, here Pabbly Connect is asking to connect itself with the Google Contacts account. Let's click on add new connections, sign in with Google, and here we have to choose the account. So once done, I'm going to click on allow to provide it the authorization, and here we can see that the authorization has been successful. Now here we have to fill in the details. So first of all, we have to add the email address of the person. So here it has to be the display name. So I'm just going to leave this blank, and here I'm going to enter the email address, basically the value. So here let's go to previous step and look for the email address. Now this method with which I have added the information here is known as mapping, and this is important so that every time the workflow runs, it can take the new data into consideration. Had I written the same information manually, then even when my workflow was running for the nth time, it wouldn't have taken the new data. It was stuck with the same data. So that's why to avoid that, we prefer mapping. The next thing is the display name. So here I'm going to go to the previous step once again. This here is the first name, and then give a space, and this here is the last name. So this here is the display name. Family name means the last name. And then we have the given name, which is the first name. So here is the first name. Then we have the address. So if you wish to add the address, you can do the same. As I take you down, here you can see we have the phone number. This here is the phone number. So once I have entered this information, I'm just going to click on save and send test request. And here you can see that the contact has been added, which means that now this contact should be created in Google Contacts. So I'm going to take you to Google Contacts now, and you can see dummy user 345. This particular user is now a part of my Google Contacts. This means that our integration is a success, but we also need to check the same in real time. So I'm going to take you back to Wix, and here I'm going to create another contact. So let's say this time the first name is new, then the last name is strange, and then we have the email address newstrange@pabblytudes.com. Then we have the code. So here I'm going to look for the code and the phone number. Now let's add the label. So this is contact and the assignee. So I'm just leaving it unassigned. Let's click on save. So the contact has been created here. Now let's go and check our Google Contacts. So I'm going to quickly refresh this page. So here we can see newstrange@pabblytudes.com. This particular user has been created. So this means that our integration is a success. Going back to Pabbly Connect, let's quickly understand what we have done. So this here is an extremely easy two-step integration process where our trigger application is configure webhooks. Then our action application is Google Contacts, where the event is to create contact. I hope this is absolutely clear to you. If in case you have any doubt, you can refer to the workflow which is given in the video description. You can also clone the same and start to process immediately. Apart from this, if you have any specific integration to work on, you can always write to us.
Not only this, but you can integrate multiple applications using Pabbly Connect software. To ask any of your query, you have to write at forum.pabbly.com. You can also visit our website, which is www.pabbly.com/connect. To get all the details about the latest updates, the integrations and applications, you can visit our Facebook group. If in case you have found this video helpful, then do not forget to share this with your friends and colleagues so that they can also get into automation and make their life easy. I'm going to see you very soon with different integrations and automations. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Take care of yourself.